everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Impoppable here, and today I'm playing some more Bloons Adventure on Tower Defense. So today, we're doing a kind of cool challenge idea, looking at randomness, I guess. So we're looking at a couple allies that have a certain randomness to them, how they work. So Vampire King has the Unpredictable as his con, which basically means he targets random balloons, which is kind of cool. We actually have 4 Vampire Kings equipped. We also have Grod, who's basically Vampire King, but slightly worse. So he also has, this being of some sort, also has the con of Unpredictable, so those random projectiles, or not random projectiles, random targeting, and finally, we have a double of Betty Groff, who has, well, it also says con Unpredictable. All of these people have the con of Unpredictable. She actually, you sort of see it in her pro, though, creates a wide variety of magical effects. She does random magic effects, not completely random, but fairly random. I know she can steal souls of balloons, she can freeze them, she can set them on fire, she can shoot, like, Flame Princess's Fire Kitty, and a few other things, including just, like, a basic magic blast. So lots of random abilities. And basically the plan is, we have all the Betty Groffs, Vampire Kings, and Grobs I can have. And Grob is on PB, so we'll be able to get PB's upgrade, which is called, not that one, to me, so we can get 2 more of him, so we can get 3 Grobs, plus we can use more of PB's upgrade, which, if I look at it quickly, Born Rule, Royal Treasury / Reinforcements buff applies to all allies, so all allies are slightly cheaper, but you can also get 1 more of each ally, which means 8 Vampire Kings total, 4 Grobs, and 4, what's her name again? 4 Betty Groffs, so quite a few allies here. They're going to be buffed slightly by Warrior PB, but also mainly going to be buffed by Tuxedo Jake, who will also give them the ability to actually pop all balloon types thanks to Inspiring Melody. And this is sort of the start of a challenge idea I'm thinking of doing, which is just taking a couple allies that sort of fit together, and now that I have access to so many different ways to get armies of them, and to buff them, and to allow them to pop all balloon types, to see how well they can do. So for this, we're doing all aboard on Extreme Mode, which is a fortified map, but it is also only Extreme Mode. So we'll see how challenging it is. I don't think this can deal with Impoppable mode, but I'm not positive, so we're gonna try an Extreme Mode. This might be super easy. We'll see. I don't really know. I know Vampire King Ultra Buffed is definitely powerful, but not necessarily strong enough to solo Impoppable? I don't know, I'm rethinking this now. We're gonna try Extreme Mode, okay? No. Yes, no. Really cannot decide this. Never mind, we're gonna try an Impoppable map. Yeah, I think I want to try an Impoppable map. I'm changing my mind midway through here. Because I'm thinking there, Vampire King was able to beat Impoppable on Ultra Buff allies. So with the assistance of 4 Grobs and 4 Betty Groffs, I feel like you could probably beat it on a slightly harder map. So let me take a quick look to see a good map. I'm looking at Picnic Time, an easy map. Don't think it's fortified. Let's see if they can beat Picnic Time on Impoppable mode. That will be the challenge, I think. Let me just double check. Is it a fortified map? I don't think it is. It is not. It is Camo Region and faster movement speed. Camo could be a bit of an issue, but I think Betty Groff has camo protection. I'm pretty sure, so that should fix it. So yeah, let's just get started. This could actually be a lot of fun. Let me know if you guys think this kind of challenge, like using a bunch of allies and buffing them, is something you'd be interested in seeing more of, because I think it's kind of a cool idea, but I need you guys' feedback to decide if I want to do some more of it. So watch the video obviously first before you say anything, but then be like, hey, this was really cool, or I'm not sure if this makes sense. I feel like doing tower challenges is better, or maybe a mix, I don't know. So yeah, also stunning, fireballs, and turning balloons golden. Lots of random effects. Perhaps not the best character to start with was Betty Groff. I'm probably going to try to go for the money-making upgrades for Tuxedo Jake and then rush a Vampire King. Because I don't have faith in Betty Groff, but I picked Betty Groff because, well, honestly, because Betty Groff is the only character I can start with. So I'm hoping that with a bit of assistance from Tuxedo Jake, we should be okay. Though I'm definitely not loving this. It's definitely a little scary looking, but we should be okay, except we've already lost. Well, that happened very quickly. What I've learned from this is pretty simple. it simply means Betty Groff, you need... Where's Betty Groff? Betty Groff, you need to go here. And I need more luck, because unfortunately Betty Groff has a lot of luck involved. And theoretically, we could survive 20 rounds with her, or we could survive 6 rounds with her, or less, like we just did. So I'm going to try this one more time, see if we can get a bit lucky, because that was just a bad run. But this doesn't look like it's going all that great right now either. And I think instead of going for anything all that crazy, I'm literally just going to rush a second Betty Groff, except we're immediately dead again. Do I want to do this, or do I want to do a different approach and use Cobras for money making? Because Cobras are going to make me way more money, way faster. I think I'm going to try to go with some Cobras instead of Tuxedo Jake first. So we're not going to put the Cobras in range, but in terms of money making, I feel like without this is probably impossible. Or, not impossible, it's more than doable. It just require a stupid amount of RNG that I don't really feel like trying to get right now. So I'm going to see if I can get a little lucky with some Cobras instead of a lot lucky with lots of other stuff. I need to go to Betty Groff. Okay, I'm going to try this 2 or 3 more times, see if I can get lucky. If 3 attempts from now I still can't get anywhere, we're going to try a different approach and potentially let the Cobras either attack Bloons or something like that, but I'll see you then. Okay, so, I figured out a strategy that worked. I relied on a bit of RNG from Betty Groff to beat the first round and a half. I used some Cobras to get some money, and then I sold everything for a Vampire King, and what do you know, we're alive. That was much more challenging than I thought it would be. Yeah, that was just a lot more challenging than I thought it would be. We should be fine for a while, though. A base Vampire King is pretty powerful, so I'm going to go in with some... I think I'm going to try the Tuxedo Jake money making and not use Cobras anymore, because I wasn't planning on using Cobras for this. I'm not completely against it, but I'd rather not. But to get a start, realistically, that was doable with just a lot of good RNG to save up enough money to sell and buy Vampire King or Grob or one of the two. But it would have taken a lot of luck and a lot of tries, and I don't really feel like sitting here and spending 15 to 20 minutes or longer trying to get a half-decent run that I can survive till round 4 on. So, I'm much better with this, except, this is an issue. Camo Bloons. Betty Groff, you can pop Camo Bloons, right? There's so much RNG here, I hate it. Yeah, he definitely can't pop Camo Bloons. Okay, Betty Groff, you pop Camo Bloons, right? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do something else here. I'm pretty sure she can pop Camo Bloons. She can, right? Yes, sort of. I guess. Maybe? Please work? Okay, I don't really like this right now. I'm relying on Betty Groff for Camo Bloons still, which is exactly what I didn't want to do. Okay, now I'm gonna save for Tuxedo Jake again, so we can see if we can get some discounts and things. Come on, Betty Groff, you can do this, right? You just have to pop a couple Camo Bloons. Oh, this is not going to be easy. Anything with allies is never as easy as I think it's going to be. I know it. Never as easy as I think it should be / will be. Like, there's no way we're going to get lucky enough to... Like, even beating this round, I think is pretty unlikely at this point. But hey, I don't know, Betty... And we're dead. Okay, so, let me think this through for a second. What am I gonna do? I think what I'm probably gonna go ahead and say is I'm just gonna try to stick with Cobras. Don't bother with Tuxedo Jake. He's not nearly as efficient money-wise. I'm gonna see if I can try with Cobras and then get like a double Betty Groff and see if that's enough to get something to work. Maybe. I'm gonna try that. That's what I'm gonna try. I'll see you in another few minutes. If this doesn't work, then I'm probably just gonna, I don't know... I'm gonna, like, plop down Finn or something near the exit and just use that. Because, honestly, I can't be bothered at this point if there's issues, if this isn't gonna work. I don't want Camo Bloons to be the only issue. The fact that I need some luck and can't pop Camo Bloons and blah, blah, blah is gonna be annoying. But I want to see this run. The early rounds are pretty boring anyways. But I feel like we're gonna lose a lot to RNG first. So, I'll see you probably in, like, 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm here on round 2 where I have some good RNG and Betty Groff has soloed the first 2 rounds. I double Cobras here, at which point I realized I only have 2 Cobras. I didn't think that through. But we definitely are in a better situation here. We are live still. I'm tempted to not bother with Vampire King because he can't pop Cam Bloons yet, and to go for a second Betty Groff into Tuxedo Jake. I feel like that makes the most sense. So that's what I'm actually going to try to do. I went for the middle spot. I think that definitely helped. So I'm going to come in with you guys now, see if we can get lucky, see if this is going to be enough between some damage buffs from Tuxedo Jake and just generalistic double Betty Groff. Because double Betty Groff is pretty darn good. I mean, her upgrades are pretty helpful as well, like the attack speed boost, but I feel like Tuxedo Jake stuff is going to be better. So Tuxedo Jake is here. We're going to work on some money-making upgrades, see how well we can do. Because really, I just want to rush that cam protection and then Vampire King, and then we'd be good. So we'll see how well this goes. My goal would be probably to go for royalties, then potentially Vampire King, or just save up for like some of the like range and attack speed boosts, and then go for what is it called? What would the thing be called? It would be called the upgrade that gives Inspiring Melody. I'm really just so bad with names. Okay. Thinking this through, though, that's like $4,000. I think I'm going to go for Musician first. I feel like that makes the most sense. So that is what I'm going to try to do. Because Double Betty Groff is pretty powerful. It's definitely not that bad, except never mind everything I just said. I'm going to go for Vampire King now because we definitely am scared. If I lose this, that would really suck. But we don't have the money, and I don't want to sell anything. So I think I'm going to hope that I'm not going to get doomed by RNG and that Double Betty Groff is enough to deal with these blue balloons. It's just blue balloons. This shouldn't be that bad. There's two of you. Yes, we have the cat. The cat has come to the rescue. I'm definitely going Vampire King before I do anything else here because, man, no. I mean, I trust that Double Betty Groff can maybe deal with Camo Bloons, but I do not want to rely on Betty Groff to solo this, though I don't know now we're surviving. Musician, I bought it. I hope that wasn't a dumb mistake. It's been purchased. Because I'm, like, this is risky. If I get bad luck and we lose now, I'm in a really bad situation. But we're doing pretty good. This blue balloon's perfect as long as the kitty cat doesn't hit it, which the kitty cat's going to hit it but not pop it. So now we have so much anti-stalling, or not anti-stalling, we have so much stalling here so we can get some more money, so we can save up for more things. Because in total, I need 500, then like 1,200, then like 3,800, so I need like nearly $5,000 for this. I currently have 1,000. Not a horrible start, but not a great start, so we'll see. I'm definitely glad that we're going to be close to getting Vampire King, which I probably will go for first. Not for sure, but probably. Depends on how well this goes. This is a rocky start, but this really shouldn't be that bad later on. Once we get cam protection and Vampire King and stuff set up, this really should go pretty well. It's just this early start is a lot more challenging than it should be. But I don't know, as long as Betty Groff is surviving, that means we can keep going. That's only a few red balloons. I have faith that double Betty Groff can do this, and worst case scenario, I panic drop a Vampire King and hope they can pop the like 1 or 2 camo red balloons that are in that group. Pretty sure that golden balloon there is a camo balloon, so yeah, that's kind of scary. But we're good! RNG has blessed us once again. We're 2,500. I could go for the attack speed boost. I'm not going to do that till I have enough money for a Vampire King, because at this point, it's a little risky to go for something like that. But as you can see, with Goo Goo Mama Meter, the kitty cat, the fire cat, does a really great job clearing everything out. It's going good right now. So we need 1,800 plus like 2,000, or not 2,000, plus like another 1,800. So we need like 3,600, which is right about now. I'm going to go ahead and get range and cam protection. We can almost afford Vampire King, and we only need another 2,000 to get Inspiring Melody, which is pretty great. Theoretically, Inspiring Melody is useless without Vampire King. I'm now realizing that, so I'm actually going to plop down our first Vampire King. Now I'm feeling more confident. It's just the Betty Groffs versus Camo Bloons. We're already on our way towards getting the upgrade I need. I'm even feeling so confident, I'm willing to waste the incredibly expensive $200 on a monkey farmer that I now realize I don't have because I removed Super Monkey from my party. Okay, auto start, you can go back on. I'm feeling more confident. I think we're good. I really do think right now that we're finally good. This really is just showing me, every time I do this, I realize, man, Cobras are just so much more efficient than anything else in this game. I've heard people tell me Tuxedo Jake is great for money, but honestly, Cobras, you can't underestimate how much money they make you. They pay themselves back in like 1 round. It's ridiculous. Also, the Inspiring Melody, boom. We can pop all balloon types. Yay! We're alive. We've survived. Oh, that did not go well. That was a very, very rocky start, but now we can start buying upgrades. I'm gonna plop down Grob Gob Gob, and then probably the rest of the Vampire Kings, because I don't think it's actually worth buying other upgrades until you place down all the towers. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. Because this should go pretty well. We have a lot of buffs here. I'm feeling confident now. Like, really, now that we have stuff rolling, I think we're gonna be good, at least until near the end of the game. Eventually, things are gonna get difficult again, but I think for quite a while, we should be more than fine. So that's really awesome. So that's all the towers. We should probably upgrade them, and then eventually we can start working on, what's it called? We can start working on getting more of them through Warrior PB and PB's upgrades. But for the time being, I'm rapidly trying to collect money and hoping I don't miss anything. No, this is going pretty good. I'm liking this. I feel like this is going to go well. I could be wrong, but I feel like this is going to go well. Hopefully, I'm not wrong. Part of me still like, oh, I feel like I should upgrade Betty Graf first, because, you know, camera balloons, even though those aren't an issue. Yet I still feel the, like, intense urge just that I need to upgrade Betty Graf first. I think fear is probably the best description. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Because, like, Betty Graf was the only thing keeping us alive for so long, it's kind of weird. I feel the need, like, I feel like that's the priority in terms of upgrades. Even though realistically it's probably Vampire King. But now we have like $8,000 and we're dying, and we're not dying. Bloons made it like an inch across the map, but I panicked. So Vampire King it is, and by Vampire King I mean all the vampires, all the Vampire Kings, I guess. They're all the Vampire Kings because there's just a bunch of Vampire Kings. Okay. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, I was on slow-mo for so long with Betty Graf at the beginning. I don't know why I keep saying Betty Graf. I feel like it's weird because I'm saying her name a bunch, but I have no idea why. But yeah, at the beginning there, I was on slow-mo, so now that I'm fasting forward, now that I'm on fast forward, everything feels super quick, and I feel the need to talk faster, and everything feels stressful and intense. Because speed apparently is the ultimate stress. I feel like it probably is, though. Like, making something faster and, like, removing time, like, making you do the same thing in less time, even if everything works the same, like, at the same speed relative, it really does just make things so much more stressful. It's a weird thing, but it really, really does. Have our laser beams impacting. Time to finally upgrade Betty Graf. Betty Graf. That is her name, right? Yes, Betty Graf. Seriously, I've said it like 1,000 times now. I don't know why I'm saying it so much. Am I the only one finding this weird, or are you guys like, seriously, why are you saying Betty Graf's name so many times? Maybe it's just me. Probably not at this point, since I brought it up like 100 times as well, but still, whatever, not important. Okay, that's all of our upgrades, so now we can plop down PB and Warrior PB and do all that great stuff. PB even gets to join in the corner with Cobra! Woo! I had no idea really why I'm buying those upgrades, but I am! So now we should be able to get more Grob Gobs. 2 more, I believe, though I could be wrong. Looks like I'm correct, so we can start working on these upgrades, though obviously we still need more money. And then we have to do Born to Rule, and then we get a ton more allies, all of them, in particular Vampire King, in which case we'll get 8 of him, which is kind of crazy. But it's going really good, honestly. I feel like we're probably fine. The beginning there was very rough. That took me like 15 minutes. This is already a 22-minute recording, which is normally around the time that I'd be wrapping, and not quite, like, there'd only be another 5 or so minutes in the recording, and then I edit it down a bit, but generally this would be near the end of the video, and we probably have another 10 or so minutes left. No idea if this is going to be a long one for you, or just a long one for me, probably a bit of both. But yeah, I've been here for a while already, and we still have a ways to go, we're only on round 53, though the rounds really are going by quite quickly. But there we go, now it's time for Warrior PB, who actually is going to get left in the center. She's going to do a bit of damage, obviously, but she actually has some, like, attack speed buffs, except she doesn't fit, so never mind that. You're going out in the corner with your sister. Not sister, you, I guess. I don't know, for whatever reason, calling Warrior PB and PB sisters feels like it makes more sense than the fact that they're literally the exact same person. Probably because you don't normally see your identical self, just, you know, all dressed up in a military outfit, preparing for battle. That's probably super weird, like, realistically, can you imagine that happening? I did not mean to do that. Sorry, Ice King. But can you imagine just, like, waking up, you look, I don't know what I was gonna say there. You look outside, sure, and you see just your exact self. That would be really freaky. That would be very strange. Or not, I have no idea. Maybe you guys would just be like, that would be cool. I don't know. So, ZOG, by the way, that went okay, but not great. But I mean, our popping power is essentially going to be doubled now, so it's not that big of a deal, I guess, that it didn't go all that great. One thing I will definitely say here is, we are in some issues with Tuxedo Jake's range. It's not big enough. I am going to go for catchy tunes, but I don't think that applies to his actual, like, traditional trinkets on him, which still means there's a significant attack speed, I don't think damage, but definitely attack speed boost difference between the ones in range of him and the ones non-range of Tuxedo Jake, so that kind of sucks. But I will go for this regardless. We'll go for these upgrades, because why not? I'm not going to go for Fame, because I don't think I'm going to use Tuxedo Jake's ability, because I don't want actual characters to do damage here. The idea is still that everything is up to chance, which I'm now learning is not a fun thing. When things are up to chance, things can go wrong, even though they shouldn't be going wrong. Also, I can plop down 2 more Cobras, and I could be making money significantly faster here, which is nice, because that means I can place everything down and actually afford everything before all the balloons come and the bad balloon comes, because there's only 9 rounds left, and there's only so much left, or there's only so much time I have left to get all the money I need to buy all the things, and the things are kind of expensive. So hopefully we'll be okay and we can actually afford to buy everything, because I'm now realizing we very well might not. Perhaps I should have gone for the money-making path for Tuxedo Jake instead of Full Orchestra there, but too late now. DT demolished, not that surprising. A lot of these towers, or not a lot of these towers, Grob Gob and Vampire King when ultra buffed, like when we did their original ultra buffs, did really good against DTs. I guess it kind of makes sense. DTs are generally hard to hit. Part of the issue is that they're difficult to pop in the first place, and with Tuxedo Jake, that's not an issue. Actually, that DDT went much farther. That was a little scary. But that's part of the issue, so without that being an issue, thanks to Tuxedo Jake, that makes everything a lot nicer. Is that all the Vampire Kings? Nope, we got one more. I thought so. And with that, I believe that would be the last Vampire King. I'm still trying to collect all this money. I really should just slow everything down. There's 3 rounds left. It's okay. I can calm down here for a second. One more Grob Gob. Come on, Grob Gob. I know you fit somewhere that gives you your buff still. Grob Gob, Grob Gob. You gotta fit here. There has to be a spot for you, Grob Gob. It's so close to fitting. It's bothering me because they're so close to fitting. No! Okay, I'm turning off auto start here because we're going into round 74. We're almost done anyways. I need to find a spot where I can plop down Grob Gob and Betty Grobs and get this done and have them all fit into Tuxedo Jake's range, even though I think it's literally impossible. Oh, there's got to be a way for us to do this. I know this fits somewhere. Not at the bottom here, really? Because that would definitely be in the nicest place. Doesn't look like it. Well, then let's look at the bare minimum. Can I fit in the corner here? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, alas, I believe it's time to plop outside of Tuxedo Jake's range, which is really too bad, but what can you do? We're plopping the other Betty Groffs now, too. Again, a little too bad, but what can you do? It's in range here. What? Whatever. Also, we're out of money, so forget that. I guess I'll check one more round from now, right before the bad balloon at the end of round 74. But that's too bad, because I was kind of hoping we'd be able to buy everything. There we go. Double magic. So we should still be able to afford everything, because it's just one Betty Groff left, though I might sell some things to rearrange them, so hopefully we get a fair bit extra money. That's not the case. I am going to sell all of these Cobras. I need to keep Warrior PB until I place the Betty Groff / all the towers in their final positions. Yeah, I didn't know that. You can fit more space right there in range of him for some reason. So then I need to see for a second if you fit, which is a huge waste of money, but I'm doing it anyways. No, did I really waste the last spots? Or use the last spots, I guess? No, please tell me there's gotta be a spot. I don't think so. I think I used them on Betty Groff, alas. Well, that's too bad. I guess you'll just have to go here like everybody else. Okay, so we don't have enough money, but I can actually sell Warrior PB now, and normal PB, and then we can actually hopefully afford everything. So everyone should have all their upgrades, just double checking that. All the Vampire Kings, all the everythings have upgrades purchased. Except Tuxedo Jake, who we can't afford, but also don't really want. Bad Balloon time! Let's give Warning Horn. Man, they melted that. That was insane! Okay, yeah, these are actually really powerful towers. I'm sure that was a lot of Vampire King carry, but Grob probably did a decent job, and Betty Groff. Well, Betty Groff probably didn't do all that much, but I mean, Betty Groff was key early game, and I'm sure the Soul Steal helped a fair bit, so that's still pretty good. I don't know, I think that worked out pretty well. Those are some pretty powerful allies, obviously, so not that surprising. We'll see next time. Let me know, do you guys have any ally combinations that you think would be fun? Do you want me to do every ally that uses a sword? I don't know if there's any that actually do that. All melee allies. Futuristic looking allies, so like Tech Terrors, Martin, people like that. Let me look at that quickly while I do my outro here. Any ideas like that, things you think sound really cool? Or, you know, you could just say, hey, I don't really want ally challenges like that. See, this is an issue that happens sometimes. But yeah, for example, we could do high-tech things. We could do, Beamo, potentially this, pie robot. What's his name again? Neptune, potentially the pie-throwing robot. But we could do, like, Beamo. We could do, Tech Terrors, Martin, people like that are, like, high-tech. I don't know, let me know you guys' suggestions. If you have any ideas, definitely leave a comment and tell me. Thank you all for watching. Consider subscribing if you're new here, and giving the video a like if you enjoyed, which is just really appreciated. And yeah, have a wonderful day. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!